Okay, so let's get going on that transition to start the level. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just when you start the game, it has like those curtains popping off and saying level 1, and then after that the level loads. So what we need here is to actually higher level node that will manage the scenes that we'd like to present. So I'm gonna grab that main node that we have. Let's see, let's find it. And I will rename this to level 1. And also here I will rename this to level 1. Okay, and get rid of it. So we have our level 1 node, and it still works as expected. Okay, oh, let's maybe see what we can get here. Freezing, is it working? Yes, perfect. So another upgrade tested. And then I will create a new node, and that's gonna be our main game node. So I will just create other node, empty, and I will call this just game. Okay, and let's save it, and let's give it a script. Okay, and then we'll also need level transition node. So let's create that node, and that's gonna be, we can use node 2D probably for that, but it doesn't really matter. So node 2D, call this level transition. Let's save this. Let's give it a script. And what we need to start with is actually defining what we'd like to have here. So I will start by adding canvas layer. And then let's create those curtains that go down. So I need two color rectangles. I'll call this one top curtain, duplicate it, and call this, of course, bottom curtain. Select both of them to assign the color. You can go with night grayish, and we need to position them correctly. So we need to make sure that they span across. Okay, and then for the sizes, we'll basically calculate them. So do we need anything else for those? We could like define them to have them visually set up. So going to layout for the top curtain, I can go to transform, and the size I can go 3 to 4 because that's the half of that. And then I need to put it to bottom, and then go to layout and transform, and also do 3 to 4. The problem with that one is that actually that one should be placed like above, right? And that should be 0 and minus 3 to 4. So this is, let's see, 0. This is where they're placed on the start, then they come down and display the label minus 3 to 4. Okay, but we'll handle all of it with the code. And then we need a label. So let's find the label, paste it here. Make sure that the position of it is center. I can just present text like level 1, and just to make it a little bit better. I will change the font, close our font, and let's see, I can also increase the font size, or maybe not. I believe this is good. So nothing special there, just two color rects and level label. And then we need to code the whole transition effect. So let's grab some space here and add a class name, level, transition. It will emit a signal informing us that the transition has finished with level number. I will define curtain color. By default, this is going to be free F, free F, free F. It's going to be gray. Then we need the reference to top curtain, bottom curtain, and level label. We need information about the screen height because they differ. And it can be obtained from project settings, get setting, and that one is viewport height. Then we need the curtain height, which should also always be a half of the screen height. Animation duration, and current level, and it starts as 1. Okay. Already, what should we do? We need to place the curtains in the respective positions. So top curtain position Y is minus curtain height, and bottom curtain position Y is equal to screen height. Level label text should be equal to level %d percent current level, and level label should not be visible, so height. So this is the setup that we want on the start. Then we need to start the transition. And let's create that function. We'll create twin. And we will twin property, and the property is top curtain position Y, and we twin it to 0 during animation duration. And in parallel, we twin property of bottom curtain position Y, curtain height, animation duration, and we need a callback here. The callback is show, label, and reverse. So after we put the curtains via the animation to proper position, we need to show the label and reverse the animation. So show, label, and reverse. Level label x is equal to, we already set the proper level, so I don't need to do that actually. Level label show. We'll wait for 1 second. So get free, create timer 1 second, timeout. Then we hide it and we slide out. Standalone lambdas. Sorry, what is wrong here? Show label and the reverse. Standalone lambdas cannot be accessed. It's not standalone. Create timer, timeout, show label and reverse function. Oh, the indentation. Okay. So the slide out, it's very much the same. So we create a tween. We tween the property of top curtain, position Y, minus curtain height and animation duration. And in parallel, we tween property of bottom curtain, position Y, screen height, animation duration, and we call back to slide out. Finished, which is going to do one thing only. Transition finished, emit. Perfect. Okay, so if we run that scene, you can see how it works, which is great that you can run the scenes in isolation. So we need to use this in our game. Okay, so let's grab the reference to transition scene. So const var or just transition scene is equal to preload transition tscn. We need to have the current level instance. We need to have the transition instance, and we need to have current level number. Okay, and already what we will do is we will load level of current level number, which is going to be level 1. So this is going to be the most important part of our loading process. So load level number, which is int. If there is current level instance, we need to QE free. Sorry, we need to QE free it. QE free. And this is because when we transition from level 1 to level 2, for example, we need to free the previous level. If there's already a transition instance, we need to QE free it. And then we start our transition, and we do it by instantiating it. And I can say that transition instance, this is, well, I could instantiate it as a level transition. So now I can say transition scene, sorry, instantiate. Okay, and I can say that transition instance current level is current level number. I can just say add child transition instance, and then I can say transition instance transition finished connect on transition finished. So we just make it run, right? And then we need to actually display the level when the transition is finished. So on transition finished, we need to load the current level scene, and this is scenes and level %DTSTN, and we just pass current level number here, current level number, and we say current level instance is equal to current level scene instant, and we can say that this is packed scene. Maybe we don't need to cast it here, but rather here we can instantiate this, and yeah, we have that. And I can say add child current level instance, and if we have transition instance, just to be sure, well, basically we can queue free it, and that then we don't need that, but we can leave it as it is. So we have a game, and let's try and run it. Perfect. And we have our game loaded. So this is how we can actually make that transition. And in the last section, what we will do is we'll create a simple summary screen and somehow load another level.